You're listening to All About Healing. I'm your host, Emily Francis, and this is Emily's Energy Corners, the final 8-minute segment of each show. And today's show, we had Robert Kopecky on the show. Robert wrote a book called How to Get to Heaven Without Actually Dying. He's had 3 different near-death experiences, which I think is insane, actually. I think that's pretty awesome that somebody has experienced that and they didn't die, and that spirit had big plans for them. And I'm grateful that he was a guest on our show today. And today's been a really busy day for me in general. Just I worked on a client, and then I went to the pool, and then now I'm doing the show, and I've packed in a lot since it's just 2:45 in the afternoon. I've packed in a lot today, but I had a conversation earlier with my client that sparked up a thought to me in how much people that aren't in body work don't know that we take for granted that we do know or that we study. So one of the things that we were talking about today, I specialize in manual lymphatic drainage, and I was saying something about, well, everything I do is in 3 sets of 5. And she kind of looked up like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, don't you feel how it's so rhythmic and that your body kind of gets in this groove and that the lymph system starts to release and you get the inflammation goes away right under my fingertips? It's this rhythm that's happening in your body. And we collect and we set the tone to the rhythm based in numerology. We're doing 3 sets of 5 for everything that we do. So every movement's very repetitive. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the next spot, same thing. And I do it so naturally that I don't think about that I'm counting all the time because I don't feel like I'm counting all the time. But I talked about that when we practice Reiki or energy work, there are certain CDs that we put in that have a chime built in every 3 minutes because that's how long you hold the space of each body part for energy work. And to me, it's just little secrets and tricks of the trade, but they mean something bigger than that. So trick of the trade, you're holding your hands down on a certain part of the body, and people that are receiving are wondering, what makes you change to the next spot? Is it because you've had enough? Is it because this area is calling to you? Or are you doing it like a beginner where you really do change every 3 minutes because that's what you've been taught and so you're going kind of by the book? Because at some point you throw the book out and you really do just follow the rhythm of the body. And that's what I love, is the rhythm that lives in our world. And not just in our body, but it starts in our body, or it might start outside and come into our body. But body healing and body work and body awareness, it all circles around a various rhythm pattern that we set inside. Why do some people talk really fast? Why do some people talk really slow? Why do some people feel really comfortable? Why do some people constantly try to run away, right? They're trying to run out of their skin, or they're breathing short and shallow. They're not comfortable. It's a rhythm. Are we listening to our body rhythm? Are we setting the tone with our body rhythm and our mind pattern to put into the world the rhythm that we carry? So even when you're working on somebody, if you have a hand on the upper back and a hand on the lower back, and you just gently rock that lower back, you can, if you wait and kind of figure out what kind of speed you get, the body will set the tone for their rhythm. So they'll show you if they're going to move slow or they're going to move fast. And it's interesting because a lot of babies, when you put your hand on that low back and you do that sacral rock, it's a very small movement, but it's very slow. It's very easy and peaceful because babies are peaceful unless we mess them up, really. And as adults, or as any age that we are in the human condition, we are always set to a rhythm, an internal rhythm. And does that rhythm help us to heal? Or does that rhythm cause some havoc in our energy space? So I want you to take some time out, not just today, but in general in your life, to check in with yourself, with your thoughts, with your body, with the patterns and things that you're setting for yourself. There's a rhythm. There's always, all the time, a special rhythm that's going on with you. And what does that rhythm sound like? Does it sound like, if you had to go in and tap into a song or some sort of music to describe what is happening deep inside your thought patterns and what's going on in that head of yours? Is the music heavy metal, or is the music a concerto? Is it something really soft and beautiful? And those change all the time depending on what you're going through or how you handle the life that you're living that's around you. And I want to encourage you to get into a different rhythm pattern if the rhythm pattern that you're currently experiencing isn't helping you. Because like Robert, and you'll hear the show in full, but Robert was talking about that he had this amazing near-death experience and he had to change the course of his life. And I kind of feel like he might have been hard-headed and it might have taken Spirit a few extra tries to really say, hey, dude, you've got a job to do here and you're not stepping up. But that's everybody. Nobody has to go through a near-death experience to realize when you're out of sync. And if you're out of sync in your body rhythm, you're out of sync in your life rhythm. There's a point where it almost sounds like a scratched record, and you just have to stop and you have to take in new stock. But and start over or get back in or switch it up. I love the fact that we're alive and that we can change the path. I think sometimes we get stuck thinking we can't, and that's just not true. That's an internal lie that you're telling yourself, and you got to stop believing that. And so I just today take a listen. What's your body rhythm? If you did rock yourself, if somebody hugs you, or can you sit still? And if you do sit still, what does the vibration feel like above your skin, on your skin, in your hands, in your thoughts, in your stomach, in your gut? I don't mean your stomach as much as your gut, that place that you feel the truth or you feel when things are not in good alignment. The rhythms. It was just neat today, that conversation, and I took it for granted. We do everything in 3 sets of 5. We do this movement. This helps the body to lull itself and to calm the central nervous system enough that the body's plumbing system, which is your lymphatic system, can start to move and kind of unclog. It's kind of the Drano. It is because we've set a pattern, and the pattern is rhythmic, and it puts you, and once, and it's really neat. I think this is so super cool. The way that if you have a long-standing client and you are their safe space and you're the person that helps their body to heal or to release certain things, there becomes a relationship between your hands and the other person's central nervous system. And everything in their body begins to unwind very quickly, more so and more so. You get more results with each time because it's like the body feels the touch of your hand and they think, oh, yes, she's going to make me feel better. I am there. And I think that's such a magic experience, and I love bodywork so much for reasons like that. Like what I had today with my standing client, that her body, it receives even more. Each time we build this different relationship because her body knows my touch and knows that my touch is a safe space, and that the plumbing system, the body, the lymphatic, and all the different, radiant systems that are starting to go, and this rhythm starts to come in, and my rhythm begins to match her rhythm, and together we create this beautiful harmony that allows her body to heal itself, and that's what you want. So it's not just in body work, though. Your sleep, your circadian rhythm, whatever it is that you want to really focus on as your rhythm, put a little rhythm into those steps today. Take stock into who you are and what you're feeling, what your thoughts are doing, what your body is doing. I think it's just magnificent the way that we can heal, and the way that our body can respond to touch, to safe, beautiful, healing touch, and know that our body is capable of beautiful, amazing, miraculous healing right now. And trust that for yourself, please, because it is true that miracles are everywhere. Look at this guy who had 3 near-death experiences. So that's not normal. And he came back for all of it. So if you're meant to be here, you're going to be here. So you better make the best of it because it's a gift. It's an absolute gift. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful, amazing day today. I hope that you tap into your own body rhythm. I hope that you feel the goodness that happens to be all around you and within you, and the possibilities that you carry all by yourself. And if things aren't really going great today, just maybe take a seat. Kind of tap in, see what's going on. See if that nail goes across that vinyl for a second, and do you need to back up and punt or restart the computer, restart your mind, restart your body a little bit. If you don't get regular body work, please, I encourage you to get regular body work from a person that is incredibly well trained and can really help your body remember how to heal and remember what it feels like to be loved and cherished and touched in a way that is safe. Anyway, you guys, you've been listening to All About Healing. I'll see you back here next Wednesday. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.